Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 21 of the June Daily Draw. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. I'll be taking the first card from the Good Fortune Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle, which we're just celebrating. It's the summer solstice today, longest day. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway and see what the message is going to be. Okay, here we are. And there we will go. There. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, the family there with the pentacles on the tree. Things that have, we've grown in our lives. It's the different generations. So it's the generational thing. It's the passing things down. It's producing something that lives on beyond ourselves. It's not just what we, yes, it includes, providing for ourselves and it, sort of making the life that we want, but it also represents what we leave behind for others, either family, different future generations, our descendants, etc., or just what we leave behind to the world in general. Because if we don't have any family to pass down to, what do we contribute to the world that we leave our mark on the world with, that goes on into effect when we've gone from this existence. So it's about our legacy. I always think of this as the legacy card. Is what is it we're going to leave behind? What do we want what do we want to have achieved when we look back? What do we want? What are our aspirations for? What things do we want? Is it we want to amass finances and resources to pass down to family members to help them in their future life, which is very much sort of like a depiction here. Is it that we're going to use our unique knowledge to teach others so that knowledge is carried on through other people? There's different ways. Are we going to invent something to help people in general? Are we going to, there's all kinds of things that we can leave behind and have an impact. Even little things as well. It doesn't have to be anything major. It's not like, someone could, you don't have to sort of like find the cure for cancer and leave that sort of legacy behind, which would be a beautiful legacy. But it could just simply be that you live the life of encouraging other people and telling other people not to give up and to follow their aspirations. And those words of encouragement alone could make a difference in other people's lives. And that would make a difference to their lives and the lives of their families. And who knows, it may be a ripple effect and maybe affect someone and encourage someone to go into research, and actually you might not find the cure for cancer, but they might do some work for the, to cure cancer. And they were ready to give up on their studies or whatever, but you encouraged them. That's just a sort of an imaginative way of looking at it, perhaps an exaggerated way of looking at it. But that's you don't know where that ripple's going to stop, and you may never know. That's the other thing about legacies, is that you can only try your best to leave the best mark upon the world that you can. And you may be aware of some of it, but some of it you may touch people's lives, but you won't see the effects of how much you've touched people's lives and what that caused further down the line for them, how that had an effect and what that resulted in. You may not get to see that. You just have to trust that if you sow the seeds in the right place, they will grow. You may not see them grow, but you'll have to trust in what you're doing. So this is about seeking to, even through small actions and deeds, that they too could have a ripple effect, like a little stone into a lake, whatever, has a ripple effect that expands outwards. and we don't know exactly the full effect of that. But that's the fun of it. That's the magic of it. That's the mystery of it. All we can do is do the things that we need to do, the things that we, to try and do things that we feel are worthwhile, even if it's just being there to encourage other people to be positive, to to be there to support others in their endeavors, or whatever it may be in every small way. That's the mark we leave behind on ourselves, on our families, on our communities, and the world in general. So what is going to be your legacy? This is what that card is saying to us. What's going to be your legacy that's going to live on beyond you? Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. The Sun Magic. Well, this has been a day where I actually saw via YouTube, via the internet, I saw the live welcoming of the sun rise at Stonehenge here in the UK, and that was quite an experience. So I actually saw the sunrise today, and on the longest day, and after this, the nights begin to get longer. We get shorter days. This is like the peak. This is the summer solstice. So the fact we get the sun magic here is and this is about embracing our inner power. To me, reading this at the bottom, I'll read it out loud to you. Don't allow the power of your light to scare you into dimming yourself. I like that. That's brilliant. Don't shy away from shining in this world, because that's the best way that you can impact this world, is to be yourself. Shine. Don't be scared of that inner power that you have as yourself. You may not think it much, but there is a light within you that you can shine into this world. And sometimes it can be a scary thing to let that come out. But don't let that cause you to, shut away or dim down your light. No, let it shine. Let it make a difference. Who knows where that light will shine when it shines from you, where that light will hit, whose life you will influence and shine and illuminate with your light, as I was saying earlier. So don't be afraid of that your inequalities, the things that you've got to contribute to this world. Let it shine. Don't let it be dimmed. Be confident, and who knows what impact we can have on the world that goes beyond this present life. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 22. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.